3 Ways Republicans Can Still Spare Trump from Trump. Congressional Republicans' near-total subservience to President Trump has not done the country, the GOP or Trump himself any good. Overlooking emoluments and conflicts of interest gave Trump and everyone else in the administration a signal that corruption would be tolerated. Rubber-stamping a host of extreme, unqualified and ethically challenged nominees led to a never-ending series of scandals and departures. Never rebuking Trump on his baseless refusal to acknowledge Russian manipulation in the election gave Trump a green light to smear the Justice Department, the FBI and the intelligence community. If he had been stopped early by his own party, Trump might be in a lot less political and legal hot water now. It's never too late for Republicans to do their jobs. We've got 3 instances in which the GOP's early and unequivocal rebuke would have saved Republicans and Trump grief later on. Veterans, how can the next VA Secretary improve your health care? First is the nomination for Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Trump's Dr. Ronnie L. Jackson. He is plainly not qualified for the job of managing a mammoth and troubled department, yet until very recently Republicans were silently proceeding ahead with the nomination. Now, there's trouble. The Post reports. Senate lawmakers have postponed the confirmation hearing for Ronnie L. Jackson, President Trump's nominee to lead the Department of Veterans Affairs, after top Republicans and Democrats raised concerns about his qualifications and oversight of the White House medical staff, White House and other administration officials were told Monday. The development came just 2 days before Jackson, the White House physician, was scheduled to testify before the Senate Committee on Veterans Affairs and threw what was looking to be a difficult confirmation process into further jeopardy. Republicans should drop him like a hot potato. He was never the right person to head a department that has frustrated administrations of both parties for decades. Republicans should have told Trump up front that Jackson wouldn't get a positive vote. Period. Next is the excruciating controversy as to whether Trump will fire Deputy Attorney General Rod J. Rosenstein or Special Counsel Robert S. Mueller III. On Monday, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders insisted that the White House had no intention to fire either of them. That's worth as much as her previous assurance that Trump wasn't considering getting rid of former National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster. A week later, McMaster was canned. Nevertheless, her assertion should motivate Republicans to act. If Trump has no plans to act, then he shouldn't mind some legislative protection for Mueller. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Charles E. Grassley, Republican Iowa, will be taking up a bipartisan bill in committee. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, RKY, should withdraw his objection to bring it to the floor. Why not remove the temptation for Trump so that Mueller and Rosenstein can do their work? Lastly, there is the ongoing saga of alleged corruption, misuse of taxpayer money and retaliation by Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Scott J. Pruitt. Bloomberg reports, White House officials are cautioning Republican lawmakers and other conservative allies to temper their defense of Scott Pruitt, according to 2 people familiar with the discussions, in a sign that administration support for the embattled EPA chief may be waning. That sounds screwy. If he's not defendable, why is he still there? Republicans should move this process along and end the rotten headlines. Republican leaders can act with one voice and publicly call for Pruitt to go. Rid the president, and the party, of Pruitt's presence. Didn't Trump say he's the only one in the administration who matters? In sum, Republicans and the country wouldn't be at the precipice of a constitutional crisis or lurching from one scandal or another if Republicans would put their foot down early, before matters spin out of control. Call it tough love. Call it self-preservation. But the era of indulging Trump must come to an end, for everyone's sake.